dinosaur! Terrorize! Tarantulas, terrorize! Black arachnia, terrorize! Scorponok, terrorize!
Waspinator under attack! Waspinator engage enemy! Waspinator terrorize! Why, universe, hate Waspinator?
Megatron, terrorize!
Hello, I know it's been a while since I've uploaded, but luckily I still got the shorts going for me, doing stop motion and all that. But, I'm sure you saw the intro. We're going to be reviewing pretty much, like, the first generation of Season 1 of Beast Wars, Predacons. Anyway, what should we review first? Let's do the first one, the animation Pterosaur. Pterosaur is my favorite Predacon. One, he's red, and red is my favorite color. Two, his screech, and I love to scream too much. I love to scream too much. But he is still my favorite either way. I did really like the episode where he beat the absolute this is only the first minute of the video, I can't curse. When he beat the crap out of Megatron is the better word, so shit. But still my favorite either way. This figure is fantastic. I'll say that for sure. I've only owned him for like 3 days, 4 days maybe. Definitely not like a week or anything near that. But he's a great figure. I don't know which one came first. I don't know if Eraser came first or or him. I think he came second because he's part of the Golden Disc collection, which I do have the Golden Disc around here. Oh, there it is. Which he did actually come with. He came with the Golden Disc. He says the sounds of Earth. It's really well detailed as well. Of all those symbols there. I'll have to rewatch Beast Wars so I know everything about the Golden Disc and all that. Very well sculpted figure. The transformation is great. But like I said, he's pretty much just like a remodel of Eraser, but better. Really well sculpted gun, because I think Eraser came with like 2 side guns, I guess, things, I don't know. But she came with like 2 golden guns that like one on her arms. But he actually comes with a really nice sculpted gun. Really nice detail on that too. Try to get to focus. No, the red tip isn't great on it, but you know, you'll win some and lose some. But either way, the figure is great. It also has great articulation. Jeek was a swivel at the head. Swivel. Oh, he actually can't 360. But he can look left and right. He can look up that far and down that far. Only because of the transformation part where his head has to flip into his chest plate. His arm can move out this far. He can rotate 360. And move back this far. You can move the wing out the way so it can go 360. Bend at the elbow. Rotation at the bicep. And I don't know why you would do this for any sort of posability, but his hand can do that. That goes for both of the arms. Now for his lower half. Swivel at the waist. He can go 360 if you move up the tail of the pterodactyl. Then he can go all the way around. His crotch plate can move outward. And if you want to like do this, and you need a certain pose, I don't know why you would do it. But he could kick out this far. Don't know if... No, he can move left. No, he just moves the same. His leg can move back that far unless you untap this, and then it can move out exactly like that. Bend at the knee, swivel. No, not swivel. Rotation at the knee. His foot can do this if you want it to for some reason. If you want to like have his leg broken, like it's Mortal Kombat. Rotation at the foot because of transformation, which also means since it's on a ball joint, it can move up, down, and all the way around. And you can do the splits. You don't really see many figures these days that actually have like foot articulation. And half the time it is just for the transformation. So, that's always a good sign. Anyways, speaking of transformations, let's get right into it. What you're going to want to do first is unpeg these things. And make sure you know where you put them. So don't, like, play with this guy and, like, transform them when you have them on, like, a couch where there's blankets, and all that. But now that we have that removed, onto the actual transformation. Now, I'm not going to go by the actual instruction manual. I'm just going to go with all the steps that I remember. Rotate the feet. You want to bend them like this. And that's the feet for now. You want to go to the arms. Rotate the biceps like so. Bend down the hand. And then you're going to want to unpeg the torso if you can. Just struggle sometimes. Come on. Come on up. I guess it's probably because of the damn wings. You want to mother flip. Just pegging the wing and make like I said, just make sure the wing aligns like so. You just fold them all the way out. Rotate the pterodactyl head. Make it align. Now you are able to untab this. Looks like he's being crucified. Oh. Flip the head down. Pull the head up and then peg this back in if you can. There you go. How? He just... It's not that he doesn't like to fall apart. I think he's just adding too much force. Okay, that's done. Then you want to take the hands, fold them into this this little pocket right here where there's this little slit right there. And then you just want to fit the hand in there. Do the same on the other side. Now for the legs, you're going to want to rotate the knees, shin, I guess. Then rotate the waist, take the legs, rotate them to where they look like this. Same on the other side. And then you'll bend the knee to where this part collides here. Same on the other side. Then you fold the legs up to where the waist taps into the thighs. And then you should be done. You can't really fit. I mean, I guess you could. Maybe you could actually. You could actually fit the things in there, but we'll leave that one pick for now. Now, the one problem you may notice with the figure, with the pterodactyl mode, is that this looks off. Giant gap. Now, what you could do, you just bring this down, and then the neck actually looks like a neck, and then you just have it like this. The only problem with it that you may have, if you have like OCD or something, is there will be this little hole here, and then not everything would align. So, I would say it's fine to have it like that. It doesn't really bother me much, and I'd say it improves it. Onto the posability of the pterodactyl mode. The wings can flap, of course, like you hope they do. They are wings. These pieces can move, the end of the wings, and pretty much every piece of the wing can move. Here, here, and here. And the feet can move. I mean, you can have the legs move like this if you want it to. If you're doing something, I don't know. Ugh. The head can, of course, move 360 as well. You can look up that far and down that far. And the beak can open. But that's pretty much it for Pterosaur. And then if you want to turn back to robot mode, you just do all the steps in reverse. Bone to the side for now. Alright, what next? Let's do the other sky guy. Waspinator. Waspinator is definitely... Well, he's a wasp. I don't know where I was going with that. Waspinator is definitely like the gag character of Beast Wars. How he's constantly getting blown up, crushed into oblivion. And like he said, I think the universe just legitimately hates him for no particular reason. They just don't like him. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Maybe the Vok has something to do with it. Pretty posable, like pretty much every figure. This one's actually from Kingdom, along with Pterosaur. So, like, the only one I have that's not from Kingdom is Tarantulas. And I'm gonna try to get Inferno. I will get Inferno. That is definitely a fact. But, ooh, my screen is going dark for some reason. Waspinator is definitely one cool Predacon. I'd say one of the best ones in my opinion. Like, the best gag character in Transformers, and he was even possessed by Starscream's ghost. But also, look at the head sculpt. They definitely did great capturing the image of Waspinator, and pretty much, like, every Predacon they've done. They've done a great job capturing the images from, like, what they were back in the 90s. They definitely did a fantastic job on that. He even has his Stinger gun that you can peg into his thorax. I think that's what it's called. Well, we'll just peg it into there for now. Now, on to posability. His head can hopefully move 360, yep. And he even has some light piping, so if you hold him to a light source, just get this. It's hard to do because my light is literally like right next to the table, so you guys can't actually fucking see, and it's just not darkness. Oh, here's my phone. But a bit of light right there, and oh my god, his eyes! And he has some excellent light piping though. Do the eyes have it too? Let's see if these eyes. Nope, they don't. And he can look up that far and down that far. Like, God, this just jets out. The antennas can move 360. Both of them can, of course. Arm moves out that far. He does have... Oh, I thought he had an upward butterfly joint. I was mistaken. Probably a different figure. Swivel at the forearm, aka rotation. You can, of course, like, rip him apart, like how he gets blown up. Bend at the elbow. He's... if you want to do that, you can do that, I guess. And rotation at the wrist. Goes for both arms. For his back, his wings are on a ball joint, so they can pretty much move however you want them to move. There is a 360 waist rotation, but it kind of like disrupts the torso and abdomen. So you'll always have to like peg it back in each time. He can kick, move back. That pretty much can't move back unless you like float his leg over it. Bend at the knee. It can also move like this. There is a pivot, and his foot can move as well. Also, mainly because of transformation. That's pretty much it for posability. Now for his transformation. What you don't want to do is fold in his feet. Again, I'm not going based off the instructions because I don't know if I threw them out or not before I actually started keeping instructions. But you're going to want to peg his feet together. Now they are like this. You're just going to slide them into each other or peg them in. Oh, I thought. Oh, no. Sorry. You're going to fold up his chest piece and close it together to make the wasp head. Oh. There we go. Want to fold his entire. You're going to want to peg his entire chest and fold it in to the back, to where the wasp head is up here, and fold it down. Fold the arms inward like this, twist them like this, and twist the hands downward like this. And peg in the arms. Come on, peg in. Come on. Okay, there we go. Fold the wasp legs up like this. You can have them aligned or not, whatever suits you. Move the wings out the way just for now. Onto the legs. Fold them out like this. Rotate them and take his waist and peg it into the back of the wasp, aka for the thorax. Bend the knees as such. Fold the feet out like this and peg them back in unless you didn't do it right, like how I didn't do it right. Collapse this down to where the wasp thorax is complete. Take these little slits and hit them to right here. May have to use some force if it doesn't work the first time. If it doesn't work, there we go. And then fold the feet up to where they kind of cover the hands. And then just fold the back legs of the wasp up. Why did that come unpegged? Wait, what did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. What? Oh, it's because of the legs. Right? I don't know. The figure's being weird. Anyway, fold the wings back, and then you have his wasp mode. Definitely really good, really well made. The antenna got mixed up during the transformation. Head can move up, can move down. The little mouth of the wasp can move like this. You can open up. Wings are on a ball joint, so they can move, as we discussed in the robot mode. Oh my god. Oh god. The wasp legs can move, both of them. If you move them too much, they may just pop off. I definitely had that trouble when I first got this figure. But that's pretty much it for the wasp mode. On to the next. Let's do Scorponok. Here is Scorponok, still in his pose, like how I did in the thumbnail. Hopefully, because I had to repose them because they fell over. This is Scorponok, like I just said. Very well sculpted. Definitely looks similar, not fully, because I don't remember the original Scorponok in the 90s show having a purple waist. But still definitely looks fantastic. The legs, you can position them how you want. I have them positioned however when I configure them. But he has his little scorpion tail and his arms. But he also comes with his missiles, and the B drone he used to infect Optimus Primal in that one episode. Of course, you just saw the claws can move. And let's get to the rest of his pose ability. His arms can do a full 360, move out like this, rotation at the bicep, bend at the elbow, and rotation at the claw. His head can move 360, up this far and not down at all. Waist can go left and right. Leg can kick, move back that far, bend at the knee, swivel at the thigh, and bend at the foot, which includes foot articulation. This one's a bit different. But if you think, oh, he's too short and stubby, what you could do is that you can just pry his chest open, and do a bit of the transformation, and kind of like unpry his waist, and you give him a even smaller waist. I mean, he definitely gets taller, but you know, it just looks a bit weird in my opinion. But speaking about transformations, let's go ahead and get into his. Let's just fold the arms out for now. My eyes itchy, hold on. Alright. We're going to go ahead and wanting to rotate the waist like this. Go and just turn the legs like this. And bend the foot like that. Like I said, untap the waist and open up the chest. Fillet them open. Push down the head to where it looks like this into the chest. Fold down the tail. Collapse the foot to where the back heel is touching the front heel. And fold the leg up into the tail where this part goes out of that little hole in the tail. And then there you go. Position it as you want to. Go ahead and fold these little legs down. Care for positioning them later. Fold the arms up. Go to his backpack and you could flip out the scorpion head and push it back down. Bend the arms as such and position them. If you can, yep. And then for the last leg, you're just going to position it like this and just shove it into his chest. And then you can position the legs if you didn't do it earlier. Just fold them out like this. And there you go. That is the Scorpion mode. As most beast modes, like we've seen, it does have articulation. All the legs can move individually. They're all ball joints, so you can move them however you want. The arms, pretty much just move like the normal arms, like you saw in the robot mode, except you can do this now, make them look like that. But that's pretty much it for Scorpion mode. It's pretty much the same articulation for the robot mode. Going to the side. What are you doing? Look at me. Look at me right now. Don't you look away. Look at me. Look at the camera. Why you do this? Here is Tarantulas. Probably one of my favorite figures out of all this. Well, mainly for posability, but I guess it doesn't really count for Kingdom because I don't think he was released then. But this is the Legacy one I was talking about. Ugh, really well made figure. Definitely true to the original design. Got all the way down to the squiggles on his back. And also has great articulation. And great sculpting as well. I cannot get my hands off of this guy. The head can look left and right. Can look up, but he can look down that far. His arm can do a full 360. Move out that far. Swivel at the bicep. which obviously means rotation. If you're well, it can rotate that far. You can try to rotate it further if you're brave enough. And then swivel at the wrist area, I guess. And then bend at the elbow. And then, of course, you got his guns. Solid colored black, over to the side. And you have his chainsaw. Forget what he used it for. I think it was like dissecting a maximal. Or like cutting a piece of them. I forget what it was initially used for. Swivel at the waist. Left to right, right to left. He can kick. Can move back that far, mainly blocked by this. Bend at the knee, which also turns this bending, his little knee guard. His foot can move up and down and has a pretty good pivot. But just look at his sculpting. It looks incredible. Super good. And hell, you can even recreate when he used his legs as Gatling guns. Anyway, let's get to his transformation. What you're first going to do is make him sit. Then you're going to untab his backpack and fold it down. Do his ass. Flip out the spider head at his back and fold it over his head. Fold out the arms as so. Rotate his waist. And peg in the spider backpack or thorax to his chest part. Onto the legs. Bend his knees to where the back pegs into the thigh with that little tab there. Then have the feet bended out normally like this. And yeah, there you go. That's what you're supposed to hear. Yeah, so oh, there we go. Just slide in so, and it looks like you can shoot out webs. You fold the arms out like this. I was doing the fold out wrong. Come on, cooperate, damn it. Fold them out like this, to where you're seeing the back of the arm like this. Position all the spindly legs. Then, fold the arms in. And then fold this up here to where this little peg pegs into this hole right here. Same on the other side. Then you can have his hands positioned like they are in the shell when he's in his beast mode, and then you should be done if the thing want to keep untabbing. And there you go. There's Tarantulas. Really, really well sculpted. Looks like it was ripped straight out of the 90s TV show. You can have the guns on him if you want, I guess. You can have them if you want. But, like, this gun, like, here, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. You can hold them, too. Of course, the legs are on a ball joint, so they can move however you want them to move. And this moves down. I don't know how you would make that work, but shoot your shot. That's pretty much it. Go ahead and get Black Arachnia. Pretty much the woman version of Tarantulas. Same gun. Pretty much same gun mold. I think Tarantulas is just bigger and doesn't have that speaker on the back. Now, her transformation is not difficult, but more so just folding things into place. So, let's go ahead and try it. See, where do we start? Backpack. Fold the backpack down. Completely just untab the chest from the waist. And try to fold it out if you can. Fold her head back to where it pushes this up. Then you can fold this up and pull her chest plate down. Because I have to say that to be family friendly until I'm have ads. And then I'm not going to be family friendly. sometimes. Take the thorax and flip it over her chest area. I don't know if this is misprinted, but I think this is supposed to be a Black Widow symbol. I don't know if mine's misprinted or something, but it looks like this. Next, you're going to want to take the legs. If I remember correctly, which I did, try to do gymnastics with her and fold her legs out like this. Bend her knees to the bottom of her legs and all that. Like I said, you're just fitting things into place pretty much. Fold the knee pads up like so. Then unpeg her arms, fall them back like this. Take his hands, fold them like this. Well, rotate them like that. We completely forgot her posability, didn't we? With the power of YouTube magic, she's back in a robot mode. Now we should go over the posability. Rotation at the head. Look up that far. Actually can look up. And down that far. Her head can move back and forward like this. Oh my god. Her arm can move forward like this. Back like this. And can do a full 360. Out like this. And rotation. And swivel right here and bend both ways, I guess. For some reason, the legs always get fucked up during posability. But she can kick out that far, move back that far, bend at the knee, swivel at the thigh, actually rotation. Forward bend, and only forward bend at the foot, and a pivot. And then that is it for Black Arachnia. On to the last big man, the boss of them all, Beast Wars Megatron. Get them all positioned. He's so big, he doesn't even fit on the camera. Alright, Beast Wars Megatron. Behemoth, and probably the best figure out of all the Predacons here. Super, super good and super, super detailed. Also, straight posability, and just look at the detail on him. Even down to the dinosaur has great detail. Even they pretty much have accurate back kibble to what he had in the show, which I guess is not considered back kibble since he had it in the show. But super great and fantastic figure. Rotation at the head. You look up this. I don't think we count this. You look up that far and down that far. Arm can move out. It can do a rotation at the forearm. It can move all the way around. Bend at the elbow. And bend at the dinosaur head. And that dinosaur head jaw can open that far. Holy shit. Rotation at the waist. Arm can move out. Rotation at the arm like the other side. Bend at the hand. Bend at the elbow. And can move back that far. You can kick. You can move back that far. Bend at the knee. Really good bend. Rotation at the knee. Full 360. Bend at the foot. Pivot. It does take some force to do it. Also forgot to mention. What's going on? Well, my cats are talking. What do you need? Anyway, time for his transformation. Moving back so you can actually see all of it. Alright. Go on and move with the arm. Just rotate it as so. And collapse it in on the shoulder pad. For his tail arm, we want to pull it out. Rotate it. Fold this part down till it clips onto the arm. rotation at the end of the tail. Then you're going to fold up these side pieces to where they peg in. They would love to. There we go. Sometimes it can get a bit rough. It's why this is all bent and all that. Ugh. Still fine though. Still a great figure. For his legs, you're pretty much just going to take his side guns and fold them down to where they peg in right here. Now, back here, the backpack, you're just going to unfold this. Rotate those dinosaur's arms out. Fold this out. Fold this out. Then should be able to untap his top part and rotate them. Fold this out too. A lot of folding out. Oh, there we go. Take his head, you can rotate if you like, and fold it downward. Then take the side pieces of his backpack and fold them over, forming the stomach of the dino. Alright, onto his legs. Take his legs, don't be afraid to use force, and spread them open. And then adjust them as so. I have to use force with them too. Then, just going to want to see this little white tab here, this peg here, and peg it in. Then bend the legs as you do it, and just wait till you hear it peg in. Push like on the crotch plate like I do, and it should work. There you go. Take his tail, fold it into here. Fold the tail in as such. Sorry, I had a call, so I had to pause the recording. Take his backpack that even has sculpting on it for his back. Rotate these as such. Then peg them into the back. Take his sides right here, fold them over the leg, and adjust the knee as such. And there you go. There is Beast Force Megatron in his T-Rex mode. Super, super well sculpted. Freaking love all these guys' transformations, but I think I love his the most. His tail can move side to side. Even this part can move side to side. Can also rotate, but why would you want to do that in this form? His legs can move as far as this will allow it. The knee can bend just like in the robot mode. Pretty much has all the robot mode posability, but the head looks more fluid as it moves. And these can rotate, move out that far, and yeah, pretty much just that. But that is pretty much every Predacon here that I have until I get more and make another review. And I will see all of you next time. Bye.